So you've started a diet and exercise program and you're wanting to know when you're going to start seeing those results. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about in this video. What's up guys, Ryan here, treadawaytraining.com, where we help busy professionals get more results in less time through online training. One of the most important things you can do when starting a diet and exercise program is to start with the correct expectations. And this is where a lot of people go wrong. A lot of people will start a diet and they'll think that they're going to see these amazing results in this short amount of time. And because they don't see the results that they want after 1 week or 2 weeks, then they think that the program's not working. Even if the program might actually have been a really good program, they think it's not working because they didn't see results fast enough and they completely give up. And a lot of this is the fault of the things that we see. We see these magazine advertisements, the TV advertisements, we see all these supplements, and hey, you're going to get these amazing results. You're going to lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks or 10 pounds in a week, or some people even claim you're going to lose weight by tomorrow if you start this diet. When in reality, those expectations, they're just not realistic. If you do lose 10 pounds in a week, then that's not body fat that you're losing. That's simply water weight. So start with the correct expectations in mind and the whole process will go smoother because you'll know what you're getting yourself into before you start. Now, with my experience of working with about 125 people at the time of recording, here's the type of results that I typically see and the timeline that we start to see results with my clients. Weeks 1 and 2, you're probably not going to see a huge weight loss on the scale. I like to focus simply on the habits. Just work on that habit of getting the workouts in. Work on the habits of measuring your food and working on the portion control. Work on cementing the habits that we're targeting, and don't worry so much about the results in the first couple weeks, which is the exact opposite of what most people do. Most people expect dramatic results in the first couple weeks or they'll quit. When in reality, that's probably going to be the slowest portion is those first couple weeks because you're going to be messing up. You're going to forget to log something that you ate. You're going to forget to measure something. You're going to measure something incorrectly. Whatever. We're working on cementing these habits. You're not going to be doing everything perfectly in those first couple weeks. So just focus on getting those habits down pat and don't worry so much about what the scale says for right now. From weeks 2 to week 4, that's when we'll start seeing some results. And I'll tell you up front, you will probably see your waist measurement drop. So get a flexible measuring tape and measure across the belly button. You're probably going to see that waist measurement drop before you see the scale drop. And the reason for that is you should be lifting weights if you want to achieve that body you want. If you want to get that nice, toned, lean look, you're going to have to lift some weights. If you're lifting weights, especially if you're a beginner, you can gain 2, 3, 4, even 5 pounds of muscle in a month. And if you're gaining that much muscle in that short amount of time, even if you're losing a lot of fat, you're not going to see that reflect when you step on the scale. So if you gain 5 pounds of lean body mass and you lose 5 pounds of body fat and you step on the scale and the scale has not moved any because 5 minus 5 is 0, if you haven't seen the scale move at all, that's where a lot of people will get discouraged and decide that they want to quit because the program's not working. But in reality, if you look at the waist measurement, you should be taking it once a week. Your waist will have gotten smaller, almost guaranteed. And this is what I find with most of my clients. Unless the person is very, very overweight and has a lot of weight to lose, you're probably going to see the waist measurement drop way before you see the scale move. Now, after that 1 month mark, you're probably going to start seeing some somewhat consistent drops on the scale. And one thing that I want to point out here is fat loss in general is not consistent. Even if you're hitting your calorie targets perfectly, you're hitting your protein, carbs, and fat targets perfectly, even if you're doing everything perfect, your weight loss on the scale is not always going to be consistent. I'll throw a few graphs from some of my current clients up on the screen right now so you can see what I'm talking about. So even with these clients hitting their targets correctly, you can see that there's still a lot of this going on the charts. You can see that there's places where they stall for a few days. There's places where the weight bumps up for a couple days. There's sharp drop-offs. There's more stalls. You can see that it's not from here to here. It's not this. It's this along the way. So don't expect to see the scale drop every single time you step on it, even after you've gotten to the point where you're hitting all of your targets correctly. Now, as far as how fast you should be expecting results, that's simply going to come down to how aggressive you're cutting those calories and how aggressive you're being with your workouts. So the rule of thumb is for every 500 calories that you cut under what you need to maintain your body weight, that's going to result in about 1 pound of weight loss per week. Because 1 pound of body fat contains roughly 3,500 calories. So you do 500 calories decreased per day, 500 times 7 days in a week, that's 3,500 calories. So that's roughly 1 pound of body fat per week. And that's about what you can expect. So let's say you look at someone like me. I maintain my body weight at about 3,000 calories. So if I were to cut my calories from 3,000 to 2,000, that would be 1,000 less calories per day. So that would be about 2 pounds of body weight per week. And then that's also not counting the activity that you're adding. And so the rate of weight loss is really going to be dependent on how many calories you're cutting out and how many calories you're burning through the added activity, through your workout. Now, hopefully all of that made sense, and hopefully it gave you some much needed perspective so that as you're going into this new program, you know what to expect. You know what kind of results that are going to happen before they happen, so that way you're not expecting something that's unrealistic and unobtainable. And hopefully it helps you to know that everything is going according to plan, because you can say, oh, well, yeah, this is what he told me was going to happen, and this is what happened. And so maybe that will help you to have the confidence going forward that you are, in fact, doing what you need to do to get the results that you want. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, drop a thumbs up. If you hated it, drop a thumbs down. Leave a comment down below if you have a question on anything that I mentioned in this video, or if you have suggestions for a future video. If you liked what I had to say, you like this type of content, and you want to see more of it each week, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you get notified when I upload new videos. You can always join me over at the treadawaytraining.com blogcast. That is treadawaytraining.com/blog. We are there every Sunday at 3 p.m. with fat loss and muscle growth topics. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure to join us there. The link will be down in the description. We will see you Sunday on the Treadaway Training Blogcast. As always, God bless you and your family. You're awesome. See you Sunday.